Hey everyone, welcome to GardenFork. Today, should you use pressure-treated lumber in your garden, specifically raised vegetable beds? I'm going to answer that today on GardenFork. All right? First, we got to throw the ball as far as we can. I've built raised beds with pressure-treated lumber and without. The regular southern pine ones I coated with linseed oil, and they lasted about 10 years. You can see here of what the inside of the bed looked like as I took that one apart. But there is a new kind of pressure-treated lumber out there that is copper infused rather than arsenic infused. And reading online with some people that actually know what they're talking about, I think it's actually okay to use this new copper infused pressure-treated lumber in your vegetable beds. A 2007 study of the safety of ACQ, published in Human and Ecological Risk Assessment, concluded that exposure to copper from contact with ACQ treated wood is not expected to have adverse effects on the health of adults or children. This is the new copper infused kind. It'll have a label on the side here telling you about it. I don't think there's any of the older arsenic based stuff for sale anymore, to tell you the truth. First, I want to say that I am not a scientist. I'm just your average gardener guy.
You look like a scientist.
I am not a scientist. But I am a realist. All right, so here's a couple of points that I, doing some research, found out. The copper in the new copper-infused treated woods deters insects. And copper is actually used as a fungicide in vegetable gardening, as it is that the right word? Anyway, we use now copper as a fungicide for vegetable gardening. So copper in the wood, yeah, I think is okay. And if a plant absorbs too much copper, it'll die. So you're not going to eat it anyway because it's dead.
It'll regulate for you.
There you go. The fungicides used, there's two different brands of this copper-treated wood. They use two different fungicides. One of them is used in swimming pool chemicals, and the other one is already used to treat funguses on agricultural farms. So I think that's okay too.
Hopefully you're not drinking your swimming pool water though.
You inhale some, you swallow some swimming pool water when you swim.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Another point is yes, there is copper in this wood, but there's also copper in the drinking water in your home. Older homes have copper pipes, and they have for years. And from what I've read, one person suggested that you'll absorb more copper from your drinking water than you would from a copper pressure-treated piece of garden lumber. Interesting, huh?
Is that a copper-infused tennis ball?
No, he's got run over by the lawnmower. If you're still concerned about using pressure-treated lumber, you can line the inside, the part that's going to be touching the soil, with plastic. I just took some plastic, I stapled this on, and then I have the preservation qualities of the treated wood, and I'm also keeping the treatment from touching my garden soil. It does go to say if you're being completely organic, you can't have the pressure-treated wood touching your soil, and you would line it like this.
Wait, but plastic is okay?
Yeah.
All right, because that just strikes me as odd, but okay.
That's their rules, not mine. So I'm just saying, if it's still a concern for you, line the insides with plastic. Works well. So this is one of the beds that I built 10 years ago, and I coated just regular southern pine or common pine with linseed oil. I let it dry overnight, and then I built the beds. And they've lasted, I mean, this is the outside and the top. It's lasted quite a while, and this was in the inside. And the bottom, it's pretty crumbly. But 10 years, that's pretty good.
Is that why you're taking them apart, or are you taking them apart for another reason?
I'm taking apart because they are falling apart.
Okay.
Actually, the brackets and stuff are intact. It's the wood won't hold the screws